Hey, this is Chris with the All Mountain Bike blog. Got something to show you guys. These are my new 510 Karvers that I got from Zappos. They just arrived in the mail today. And I wanted to show them to you because I always do a lot of research on the internet before I buy any kind of biking gear. I look at MTBR reviews. And those are always helpful, but sometimes it's better to actually be able to see the product. And sometimes the images that you find on the websites that sell these things don't really do them justice. So it took a lot of deliberation before I decided to actually get this shoe. But going with Zappos made it a lot easier because they have that, they pay for the shipping both ways. So if you don't like the shoe, you can send it back, which is incredible. But I want to show you this shoe. I think it's got great style. I mean, I would wear this shoe on the street if I wasn't intending on getting it really dirty. But I think it's got some nice lines. It might not be for everybody, but it's got some really cool details. The 510 is written in these little bubbles right here, and then the logo is kind of cool. It's like it's a 5 and a 10, which I think is so neat. But the other thing is, so you might see this in the picture and you're like, well, what's really going on there? So this is just to protect your laces. So that comes off like that, and then you've got your laces under here, and so you can tie them in a cute little bow if you want. And then there's this elastic guy right here that you can stick the laces underneath, and then just put this guy back on top, and that'll protect your laces so that they don't get sucked into your chain or caught up in your chain ring. The other cool thing about this shoe is the feature that you see online is the wraparound tongue. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means that the tongue actually just wraps around into the inside of the upper, and this has got a ton of padding right here, so that's actually where your inside ankle goes right there, and this protects you from hitting the crank arms, which is something that I always do. I actually bought some ankle protectors for that, but now that I have these, I won't need them anymore when I'm doing downhill. The outside there's no padding for the ankle, because there's no chain or crank arm to hit, so you can still move your foot laterally. It's not as tight as a high top like the 510 Impact, but it's kind of the best of both worlds. You got the protection and you've got the freedom of motion. Of course, there's the stealth rubber on the outside, and you got this little panther guy or something there. And when I first got these, before I turned on the video camera, I put them on and got on my bike and tried them out on my Wellgo pedals, and they are really grippy. I'm going to do another review after I've had a ride in them, like a full day ride, to let you know how they perform on the dirt after I get them dirty. But I just wanted to give you the fresh, clean look before we got to that point. So if you're thinking about the 510, I think it's a great choice. I mean, I'm really happy with it so far. And I was wondering about the size. That was one of the reasons I went with Zappos, because I didn't know if the size was going to fit or not. I'm normally at 11.5. My foot measures out at 11.5, and so I bought 11.5, and they happen to fit. I knew that ahead of time because I went into a store and tried them on, or tried on some Impacts, and sized myself at 11.5 for 510 shoes, and then I just ordered these from Zappos. But if you don't have the opportunity to do that, if they don't sell these in the stores where you are, then you can, whatever your normal size is, order that. If you get them from Zappos, you can always return them. But anyways, that's the 510 Karver. I'm Chris, and this is the All Mountain blog. Take care, guys.